The question we asked for our project was how many professional soccer teams they could name in 30 seconds. During lunch, we asked 30 boys and 30 girls, and we selected them by finding the person that was the closest to the quad at each table. We chose soccer because it's the most popular sport in the world, so there could be a lot of answers.
Now, to make sure that we could use the normal model safely, we had to check the conditions for a two-sample t-test. First, randomization. We made sure to interview and survey the person sitting closest to the quad at each lunch table, and did this until we had a sample of 30 boys and a sample of 30 girls. And we also made sure to give each person responding an equal amount of time to respond. Next, independence. It is safe to assume that there is no correlation between the boys and the girls in the cafeteria regarding their knowledge of soccer. Next, 10% rule. It is also safe to assume that there are more than 300 boys and 300 girls within the school itself. And lastly, central limit theorem. We made sure that we had a sample of 30 boys and a sample of 30 girls to make sure that this condition was met. By doing this, we were able to use the normal model safely because all of the conditions had been met.
To begin our calculations, we first set up our hypothesis test. Our null hypothesis was as follows. The mean number of professional soccer teams named by males is equal to the mean number of professional soccer teams named by females. Therefore, our alternate hypothesis was the number of professional soccer teams named by males is not equivalent to the mean number of professional soccer teams named by females. We then calculated the mean and standard deviations for both genders. Our male mean was 9.6 soccer teams with a standard deviation of 6.621. Our female mean was 7.3 soccer teams with a standard deviation of 4.735. Our degrees of freedom for these calculations was 52.516. Afterwards, we calculated our t-stat value using the appropriate formula and got a value of 1.547. Finally, we ran a two-sample t-test on our calculator and got a p-value of 0.1277.
From this experiment, we failed to reject the null hypothesis with a p-value of 0.1277 at an alpha level of 0.05. There is not enough evidence to support the claim that the true mean number of professional soccer teams named by males and females is different. If the null hypothesis is true, we can expect results such as this sample 12.77% of the times.